same time. Who been the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, Your team crowd need to edit, yeah. I see face, look at it, hold up. Ooh, that's dead, need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot pressing. They say what I say, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up.
But traffic in New York City making its way back and forth between Manhattan and the borough of Brooklyn. Our setting tonight. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Indiana Pacers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. D.A.
Well,
a momentous decision, D.A. Thank you. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Allen.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. And for Brooklyn, Allen is out there with Lance Thomas. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the point guard position. Clark, you and I were looking at the rosters. Both these teams very deep, so there's a lot of fouls to give tonight.
Yeah, that's a great observation by you, Kevin. And when you have that kind of circumstance where your bench is deep, it allows you, I think, to bring an aggressive mindset in terms of how you're going to defend and how you're not going to allow easy baskets because you're able to foul and not be so concerned about foul trouble.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Here's Holiday. That one misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Allen's got some old school big man in him. He's got great hands and mobility and does a good job finishing above the rim.
Back to Warren. Oladipo left side for the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Thomas passes to Allen. Back to Thomas. And Thomas with the stuff.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
And Brogdon, here we go. And good that time. Brogdon's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
Holiday against LeVert. Pacers with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Chiozza's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Brogdon. He has 5. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Harris drives in. And there it is for him.
You know, Harris showing you he's unafraid to mix it up in there sometimes, which is a good way to balance his attack.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in guys too. Rodions Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And, you know, sometimes you got to make your own breaks. make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Indiana?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And Temple kicks to Allen. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Harris from beyond the arc and then some. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
You know, in the gym range, that's Joe Harris. He was the 2019 three-point contest winner, showing you why right there.
Here's Bitadze, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
McConnell passes to Bitadze. And it's sent back by Allen.
Don't challenge him. Get that out of here. Allen's almost 7 feet now. He's got excellent timing and good bounce.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. Allen outside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Temple. Allen left side. To the paint. Here's Karuch. Goes back up. Goes back up. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, Allen brings tremendous intensity to rebounding. I mean, his commitment to just trying to outwork guys on the glass is special, especially for a young player.
And that one falls for Allen. Now McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
I think he's got to keep working on his interior game. Doug McDermott showing he wants to be more than just an outside shooter.
It's tipped. Here's Allen. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Nets lead by 2. Versatility is so important in today's NBA. That works just fine.
I don't really limit myself to one position.
And with all the switching we see teams, Greg, employing right now, that defensive versatility is highly prized, highly valuable.
And Johnson, an excellent athlete. He's got the tools to impact the game both offensively and defensively.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Brooklyn now, Karuch is out there with Luwawu. And there's Jared Allen. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Crawford at the 2-guard spot. But they'll get another chance. There's Bitadze. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Luwawu. He's covered by McConnell. And then Allen slams it in.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's McDermott. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. There's the pass to Holiday. The shot, no good. The Nets go the other way with it. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on, and in part it was because of their rebound.
That was the definitive difference. I mean, it came down to the final seconds, but the tough work on the glass they did carried the day.
Here's Sumner. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Sumner's got himself on the board with 3 there. Clark, a lot of coaches like to run their offense through centers. Any names you can think of who you'd be comfortable running your offense through at that position?
Well, just because I've watched him and loved his game since locking into him, Jokic. Man, can he pass it. He can shoot it. He can score it inside. He's got such excellent hands and touch. He's at the top of the list. DeMarcus Cousins, big guy that can shoot it and pass it as well. And Marc Gasol is also in that list.
You'd feel comfortable with any of those guys holding the ball, distributing the ball, wouldn't you?
No doubt.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. And Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much. And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons, and the style of play with which the team has played with, a credit to him and his staff.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and Garrett Temple subbed in for Jamal Crawford.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And a big part of McMillan's success, getting his guys, Clark, to play hard for him every night.
And I think you're right, because this team gets the most out of itself. It's one thing to assemble talent. It's another to bring people together so they're playing for each other. And these guys do that night in and night out.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. Great positioning on the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Here's Chiosa. He's guarded by Brogdon. Harris inside. That one drops for him. Harris has got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Right side Turner with his first shot attempt. Caruch grabs the board. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. For 3, Harris. The rebound by Brogdon.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Turner dishes to Sampson. It's Brogdon on the wing. Turner trying to free himself up. Oh, trying for it. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Takes a 3. No good on the shot. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held it. And that...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him. And he might not be a household name just yet, but Joe Harris is one of the game's true dead-eye marksmen. You can make the case he's the most underrated shooter in the league.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Warren against Thomas. Oladipo for three. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Maybe not the most famous beard in the league, but Joe Harris's beard last year, Greg, drawing some notice in the NBA.
The lumberjack look belying his feathery touch. Good size and strength, enabling him to play the small forward position when needed.
Here's LeVert. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 9.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. McDermott's checked in for Indiana. And Holiday kicks to Brogdon. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Ooh, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Count that one.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Warren with the ball. And he drops it in from the low post.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Passes it to Harris. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Harris has got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a great front office in Brooklyn. General manager Sean Marks taking over in 2016, and he just signed an extension.
And you know, guys, that San Antonio tree has some great branches on it all over the league, and he's one of them. I mean, he's been a player, a coach, has worked in the front office. Marks understands all sides of the basketball game.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. The Pacers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Bitadze. And it's sent back by Allen.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for Doug McDermott.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Pass to Luwawu. Back to Temple. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. Doesn't go for him. So the Pacers will take it the other way. And Holiday, here we go. And it's in there. Holiday's got his first points in this one.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
1:27 left in the third quarter. Here's Temple. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
And here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Puts one up from 19. The rebound by Luwawu. Nets leading by 9. Kicks it out to Johnson. Allen passes to Temple. They get it again. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Holiday. No good from Luwawu. Pacers trail by 9. The pass to McConnell. Pass to Bitadze. Three-pointer. And McConnell gets it to go. McConnell's got 6.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
And so it's Brooklyn in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Lance Thomas out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Chiozza in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Here's Chiozza. He's covered by Warren. Thomas's shot is off. Pacers trail by 8. Holiday finds McDermott. Down low, Oladipo. Up and in from the low block. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Warren, good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Chiozza. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Thomas kicks to LeVert. Pass to Harris. LeVert against Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thomas. Good on the baseline J. And the Nets lead by 6.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle. And I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers.
And Indiana making a change here. Ogden's checked in. Outside Warren. Back to Brogdon. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Brogdon does a nice job using his body close to the basket. He's a strong guard who knows what to do down there.
A nice shot by LeVert.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Brogdon outside. Warren on the wing. From deep three-point range, the Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock.
Boy, it's clear why people are high on Brogdon. His ability to take over on important possessions, outstanding.
Pass to Allen. Turner with the steal. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The fast break chance. Count that one. And now just a 3-point Nets lead.
And you know, Oladipo back in 2013 was the number 2 overall pick in the draft, and he's showing a lot of promise. really taking over the game in key stretches here.
The pass to LeVert. 6 on the shot clock, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Brooklyn?
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Harris against Turner. Feeds it to Allen. It's stolen by Oladipo. Holiday, the pass to Warren. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Harris inside the line. The rebound by Brogdon.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
On its way from Oladipo for 2. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Pacers lead by 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Turner kicks to Brogdon. And a miss there on the triple. LeVert up top. He's covered by Warren. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
Here's LeVert. There's the triple. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back.
Up next, the Pacers taking on the Pistons for Indiana. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on. Hey, Dave.
Well,
you better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Big conference rivalry tonight, Chris. Think back to some of your legendary bouts between, say, your Sacramento team and the LA Lakers.
Oh, man, my ears are ringing right now. I got the cowbells ringing in my ears just from you saying that. But
pretty exciting, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, man, it was awesome. But it's not just another game. Your pride is involved, and it's about your standings in the conference. And also, it's about fan bragging rights. So for us, you know, it was like the Battle of California. We wanted people in Sacramento to be able to walk around in L.A. and say, hey, we're the best right now.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Wood, and it's Rose in at the point guard position. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. And here is Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Here's Warren. Great D that time from Griffin. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Kennard, the pass to Rose. There's the feed to Griffin. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Griffin's got his second bucket tonight.
A big problem for the defense inside. I mean, once Griffin gets established, he's comfortable shooting the ball.
And Holiday, here we go, banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that.
Outside Griffin. Back to Rose. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
Outside Warren. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Brogdon kicks to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. Rebound, Detroit, coming off that loss against Philadelphia. Here's Griffin. No good on that one, so Indiana will take it the other way.
You look back at the Blake Griffin trade. Many thought the Pistons gave up too much, but it's worked out for them.
Yeah, losing the picks for Griffin, you have to admit it did hurt. But people forget that Griffin is a star player, and he reminded those same people last year. He's become the leader for this franchise as they try to move forward.
Back to Kennard. Now the pass to Wood. Kicks to Griffin. And here's Rose. Outside Griffin. Back to Rose. Lays it up off the glass.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pacers trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Oh, forget about three-pointers. Give me a look from right in tight. I'll take it all day long.
Pass to Wood. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Now here's Rose. Back to Griffin. And Griffin slams it in.
What an athlete this guy is. Griffin making dunking look so easy.
Rose against Brogdon. And Turner kicks to Oladipo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons leading by 6. Inside, here's Rose. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin. Griffin's got 3 assists tonight. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Indiana. Their last meeting was in Detroit, where they were unable to fight off the Pistons.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. In the corner, Snell with it. Passes it to Kennard. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's the break. On up the court, over Rose, and that one goes long. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Stolen by Brogdon. Feeds to Turner. And now the Pistons, fast break. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Snell finds Griffin. Rose with the ball. Back to Griffin. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Griffin's got 8 points.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Oladipo taking his time here. And we reached the end of the first quarter. The Pistons on top, up 8. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Maker. Doumbouya is out there with Brown, and it's Galloway in at the point. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Sampson. Rebounded by Maker. Pistons leading by 8. He lobs it up. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
Holiday gets the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Here's Doumbouya. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Galloway with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Pacers trail by 11. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Bitadze, the pass to Holiday. A putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Doumbouya. And here's Brown outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one, and probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Well, it's just a reminder that nothing comes easy in the NBA. I don't care who you're facing. You're not going to win if you're not at your best.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for Jakar Sampson. And the Pistons making a change here as well. McRae's checked in. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. With this break in the action, here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the top passing teams in the league. The Pacers in 5th.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Doumbouya, and the jam by Doumbouya.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the great ones. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pistons have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Griffin passes to Henson. Back to Griffin. He tries for 3. That shot is off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's Sumner. Drills it from outside. Sumner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Sumner.
Here's McRae. His last outing, he had 8 points. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Rose passes to Griffin. High post, Henson. He's against Turner. 4 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Henson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Brogdon against Rose. Here's Warren. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Griffin. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
That's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Sumner's shot is off. To the paint. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
I mean, you better give Griffin credit. He's outstanding at forcing the issue, getting the defense to whack him.
Blake Griffin hits them both. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Pistons lead by 13. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. The first quarter was all about Blake Griffin. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. Taking a look at the Pistons, Shaq, what did you think?
There you go, Mr. Blake Griffin. Huge performance by Blake Griffin, Ernie. Bullying guy.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Pacers' 5. The Pacers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. That free throw good from Brogdon. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Pistons. They've led by as many as 14 points. Left side, Griffin. Back to Kennard. The offensive rebound, Wood. Three-pointer, Snell hits it from three-point range. And the Pistons lead by 13.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. Fires the 3. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pistons leading by 13.
very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957, and they have 3 championships to their name.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That's what I've done." So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday. Well, you look back at the title teams for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris, which team was your favorite?
Oh, man. Well, growing up in Detroit, I'd have to go back to the Bad Boys in 89, 90, just watching them get through Boston and then, dominate the Bulls at that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in the 2014. Sheed, Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well. They get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up, though.
And there's the pass to Maker. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's hauled in by Warren.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Oladipo outside. Poked away and taken away by Brown. Pass break Detroit. Here's Maker and the dunk by Maker.
Now this is what you like seeing. Maker not just laying it up, but powering it down.
Stolen by Doumbouya. And Justin Holiday picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jakar Sampson's checked in for Warren. And a switcher also for Detroit. Galloway's checked in. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Detroit, no good that time either.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
For 3. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Doumbouya's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Brown dishes to Galloway. Back to Brown. It's stolen by Oladipo. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Here's McConnell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. McConnell's got 5 points now this quarter. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You like the show of assertiveness. Give Holiday this positioning, and he'll do his thing.
Pass to Doumbouya. It's stolen by Oladipo. Here's McKayler. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Doumbouya, good. Doumbouya's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
The Pacers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And it's important that Holiday aims to be efficient and consistent, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
Pistons leading by 10. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Galloway finds Griffin. Henson against Turner. Henson in the post. And John Henson with the slam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Outside Holiday to the inside. Sumner passes to Holiday. 1 second left. And Sumner gets it to go. He's got 5. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's Detroit. They're up by 10. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Pistons. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Rose is out there with McRae. And it's Henson in at the center, locking down the middle. 2 on the clock. Stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Holiday's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Pacers. Rose against Holiday. Now here's Rose, guarded closely. 6 to shoot, over Holiday. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
On the wing, Holiday. They get a hand on it.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's McRae, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Detroit Pistons. On Saturday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Tuesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Warren's checked in for Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Edmund Sumner. And Brogdon, here we go. It's not going to go for him.
You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Rose passes to Griffin. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. That's 12 points for Blake Griffin. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, Chris, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, you know, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have a growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Indiana. Tony Snell's checked in for the Pistons.
Well, if you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Here's Wood. Griffin controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pistons lead by 12.
He possesses an unending supply of energy. We've seen it over the years. Griffin is awesome at hitting the boards with force.
A 3 from Warren. Detroit with the rebound. Wood's got his 5th rebound in this one. Griffin finds Rose. Here's Wood. He's guarded by Brogdon. Inside. And then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh, good luck finding anyone who's up to the challenge of taking on Griffin tonight. He's going to torch anyone they put on.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
It's Brogdon on the wing. And the wide open shot from Warren. Indiana again missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Snell, that's good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
But GA, this is no let up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pistons.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Blake Griffin.
Oh, man, anticipation, instincts, energy, all his tools were on display tonight as he lit the place up.
Rose kicks to Griffin. Fades. The shot that time, not on target. And Indiana will come the other way. Passes to Wood. The Pistons working the ball around now. Griffin with it. Now defended by Warren. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Henson checked in for Wood. Doumbouya comes in for Blake Griffin. Langston Galloway's checked in for Luke Kennard. And Knight subbed in for Derrick Rose. From 18 feet away, kept alive.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
And so Galloway with it. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Snell. From deep. And Sekou Doumbouya is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Here's Sumner. It's tipped. Now, here's Doumbouya. He's guarded by Johnson. Galloway up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Pistons lead by 14.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it this week.
And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one won. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and
Give me your food.
You play 2K
all the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose to playing you.
So I just got off.
the giant fist of Joe Louis and nothing tips up.
Well, guys.
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Allen.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Harris. Jared Allen is out there with Lance Thomas. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the point. And for the Pistons, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Wood. And it's Rose in at the one spot. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Griffin passes to Snell. And here's Rose outside. Allen with the rebound. And so Allen will bring it up for Brooklyn. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. No one covering. You know, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys starting to get nights off.
Here's Chiozza following the score by Derrick Rose. Shoots from the high post. That's tipped. Passes it to Chiozza. Nets passing it around. Three-pointer, LeVert. Rebound by the Pistons, coming off that loss against Philadelphia. Snell, the pass to Griffin, and stolen by Thomas. Down low. Allen, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Rose. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Griffin. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
Chiozza passes to Thomas. It's LeVert on the wing. The pass to Chiozza. Clock at 6. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Griffin dishes to Rose. That ties the game. Rose has got 6. Brooklyn with the ball. And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago after stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent. They're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Wood passes to Griffin. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. LeVert with a wide open look. It goes out of bounds. That one off LeVert. And let's use this break to check out a group of the NBA's best defenders recently. The shooting guards averaging the most steals per game for the past month. And you look at LeVert, one of the league's best third in steals.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
You'll never find any of those guys sitting back and letting their guard down for a single moment. That's for sure. They're out there looking for every opportunity to make an impact defensively.
It's Wood, top of the key. Pass to Kennard. Shoots over LeVert. The 9-footer's on the mark.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And here's Chiozza. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Back to LeVert. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Griffin against Thomas. Griffin passes to Wood. Here's Kennard. Just 5 to shoot. Rose finds Snell. Kennard. Pistons keep it alive. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Finish off the break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Detroit shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
First personal foul. Shooting 2 for Detroit.
He misses the free throw. Some changes for Brooklyn. Second free throw, no good. Crawford outside, sinks the triple.
Crawford has been a solid outside shooter throughout his lengthy career. Got to at least get him arm up as he's going up.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 9. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Doumbouya is out there with Maker. Then there's Brown, and it's Mikhailuk in at the 3. Pass to Johnson. Here's Temple. Crawford right side. To the inside. And the shot goes in from Kuruc. Kuruc has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Out left to the wing. Here's Galloway. Off target with his 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Well, one area that has slowed the Pistons the last decade is their player development.
Yeah, you look at their roster, very few homegrown players. The Pistons haven't had a lot of hits with their first-round picks. To be a top team, you need to have a front office that can build from within. You see the skill level for Crawford. His game is pretty to watch.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Mikhailuk. Offensive rebound, back to Galloway. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Temple. Brooklyn leading by 14. Johnson outside. Ball stolen. Now Detroit moving it up. And the dunk by Maker.
Take care of the basketball around Galloway. He has a sneaky long reach. He will turn you over.
Temple dishes to Johnson. Here's Temple. He's covered by Brown. Johnson against Brown. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And here's a look at some stats for Temple, how the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Luwabu's got his first points of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Mikhailuk. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Beyond the arc. And the shot no good from McRae.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Brooklyn making some changes. Allen's checked in for Llewellyn. Harris comes in for Garrett Temple. And Caris LeVert subbed in for Jamal Crawford. And the pass to Rose. Fires the three. Rebound, Brooklyn. Johnson surveying the floor. Caruch. It's blocked. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Here's Rose. The putback. Caruch grabs the board. Caruch has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harris, good.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
I saw that one in Griffin's eyes. He was ready to throw that one down.
Now here's LeVert. Defense right on him. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Nets shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Lance Thomas.
On defense, Detroit. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Allen. To the wing right side. Just 5 on the clock. Chioza, no good. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Pistons. Kennard kicks to Griffin. Pass to McRae. Shoots over LeVert. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I'll tell you, that's the one thing. Hustle. Blake just outworking everyone to the ball.
Passes it to Chioza. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. And the Nets lead by 14. And, well, Detroit shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got 5. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And that's a foul called on Jordan McRae. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Tony Snell.
Harris outside. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. With 2 seconds left, that one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Griffin.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose. Reading.
He made it!
Yes!
He made it!
Yes!
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 15. Kenny, what did... And that should...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Checking out the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. They've got Thomas. He's out there with Jared Allen. Caris LeVert is out there with Harris. And it's Chioza in at the point guard position. Players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys you just, some people love him and some people hate him.
Rose kicks to Wood. Back to Rose. Wide open look. Kennard's shot is off.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Chioza passes to Thomas. Allen right side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Nets lead by 14.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Outside Rose. Here's Kennard. Offensive rebound. And Griffin stays with it.
Blake Griffin is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. LeVert with it. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. On the clock. From deep. It's hauled in by Wood.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
The Pistons working the ball around now. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Three-pointer, Snell can't hit that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his first foul. And Brooklyn making a change here. Brooklyn leading by 12. They swipe it. And here we go. Launches the three. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Crawford outside. Let's go. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. And with Thon Maker still a developing project, you forget, Smitty, how young he really is.
You're right, Kevin. Has a lot of time ahead of him. You can see the touch and the length he has. Hopefully, he can keep working and put it all together. You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Snell. Snell's got 6 points in the quarter. For three, Harris. Rebound, Detroit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
The pass to Mikhailuk. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Galloway has got his third assist on the night. Nets leading by 4. Harris outside. Pass to Luau. They need this one. Harris. Rebound by the Pistons. Wood's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Nets, Rodions Kurucs comes in for Joe Harris, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Jamal Crawford. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Pass to Henson. In the corner, it's Galloway. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Detroit. Brooklyn's getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Brown against Johnson. They get it back. Pistons trail by 4.
A quick, good shot here, and they can go 2 for 1.
Trying to squeeze out every extra possession, but they have to work fast.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them at a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end. There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
And again, Detroit turns it over.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
5 seconds left in the third. They could use a bucket. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Brooklyn ahead. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Kennard is out there with Brown. Then there's McCray. Then there's Griffin. And it's Henson in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Thomas. And he overshot that one, missing. The Pistons trailing. Brown kicks to Kennard. There's the dish to Henson. Brown outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Carucci's just got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Chiozza. And he banks in the layup. Chiozza's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nets. And so Brown will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Back to Kennard. From deep. The Pistons rebound. The kick out to Brown. Here's McCray. Keeps it alive. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got his first basket of the night.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Johnson outside. The 3. It's rebounded by McCray.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
You could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Here's Johnson. A putback. It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Here's Brown. He kicks to Henson. The shot missing. Great D that time from Thomas. The Nets with the lead. Outside Griffin. Brown outside. That one wide left.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. For the Pistons, Christian Woods checked in for Henson. Tony Snell comes in for Jordan McCray. And it's Rose in for Bruce Brown. Passes it to Johnson. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. The shot, no good. The Pistons have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the 4th quarter for them. The 10-footer takes it from 10. Griffin, good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's a big bucket for Blake. Teammates have to love that shot.
Johnson outside. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Musa, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Crawford comes in for Tyler Johnson. Here's Musa. No good, shot missing. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Here's Griffin. A miss that time, would have put him up. And here are the Nets. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Crawford. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. The Pistons have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Can't connect from short range.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Good work there as it goes.
That's a gigantic basket from Crawford. He does not let his nerves get the best of him in these tight spots.
At the elbow, Griffin. To take the lead. Buries it from outside.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
To the paint, here's Anderson. Yes!
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Rose dishes to Griffin. Outside Rose. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And 2 free throws coming up. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Joe Harris.
And he's got to be thrilled with how well he shot the ball, Kevin. Good on almost 60% of his shots. That's what I call an efficient performance. And a team loves having someone that dependable they can rely on.
Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Kenny Atkinson had some words for his team during the break. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Harris outside. Can't get the three to fall. Brown feeling out of it. Money!
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Timeout called, the Nets. They're down by 3. 1 second left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
And here's Harris from the arc. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.
takedowns, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluid, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove? I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you See?
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
As they came through the tunnel earlier, the Pacers were already a lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. And here's a look at some numbers for Brogdon.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Thomas is out there with Harris. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Allen. And it's Chiozza in at the point. And for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
Here's Turner. Jared Allen making his last shot. Shot clock at 5. Oladipo for 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. Right at the free throw line. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Well, how about the mid-range game? Joe Harris knows they're going to run him off the three-point line, so he's showing you what else he has.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. And that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Allen, following the score by Miles Turner. Back to LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. The rebound by Turner.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Good on the shot.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now, here's Thomas. That one falls.
This guy's such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Here's Brogdon. Off target at the rim.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Kicks it out to Allen. Harris outside. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. Now LeVert. After T.J. Warren's three-pointer that didn't go, LeVert finds Allen. Back to LeVert. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Allen. Pass to LeVert. Fires for 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Here's Chiozza. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Now, here's Thomas. Back to Harris. Lets the 3 fly. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Harris has got 7 points.
And this is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. Can't hit from in close. Brooklyn leading by 5. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Turner with the steal. LeVert against Holiday. The kick out to Warren. Back to Holiday. Makes it off the glass.
Well, this is one aspect you'd like to see more of from T.J. Warren. We know he's a great scorer. Pretty dime there.
The 3 from Thomas. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Nets lead by... And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Johnson is out there with Garrett Temple. And it's Crawford, and it's Caruch in at the 5. Johnson outside. Crawford passes to Caruch. Shot clock at 6. Here's Luwawu. Rebounded by McDermott. Pacers trail by 3.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Temple, guarded by Holiday. And the Nets miss again. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And they had to scrape and claw to get the win the last time these two teams went head-to-head. It came down to a few key free throws at the end.
And so it's Indiana with it, following the bucket by the Nets. Back to McConnell. And there's the pass to McDermott. The kick out to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out. The Nets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Pass to Sampson. Now McDermott, and taken away by Johnson. And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right. And that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Here's Sampson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Caruch. Here's Temple. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pacers trail by 5. Passes to McDermott. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, McDermott is working on that interior game because he has size and touch.
Pass to Karuch. Back to Temple. Johnson outside. The Nets working the ball around now. Allen finds Temple. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Pacers pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
Yeah, it felt like the other side simply allowed them to hang in, and the score reflected that.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Okay, Jared Allen, we see you making that look for a big man. That's a pretty pass.
Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. While there's a break in the action, here are the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA, revealing the top three-point shooters. Fifth best, Doug McDermott.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Johnson, the pass to Temple. Holiday brings the double team. Allen, right side. Nice move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Allen's got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn. Here's Sumner. He's guarded by Johnson. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Holiday with the block. Here's Bitadze, and he dunks it down.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Temple finds Allen. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Karuch. From outside the arc. A rebound by Bitadze. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break from deep three-point range. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a... And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2. Warren, good.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
You can talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
From deep. And it's LeVert missing. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Trailing by 4.
Well, we know Oladipo is an elite dunker, one of the most creative guys when he's at the rim.
LeVert from outside. The shot comes out, and Indiana will go the other way with it. Oladipo right side with a tie, rejected by Harris. Here's Allen. That's good. It's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists in the game. Brogdon the pass to Oladipo. The pass to Warren. This one for 3. The rebound by the Nets. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Harris. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
You can see how valuable Joe Harris is. This guy's starting to cook, and look out.
Warren kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Chiozza. Harris outside. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
They grab their own miss. Here's Allen. And another shot. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. Oladipo, left side. It's stolen by Harris. One-on-one fast break. Here's Chiozza. It's good. Chiozza's got the lead up to 6 now for Brooklyn.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
And you look at the cast-offs that have found success in Brooklyn, Doris, a great part of the Nets story.
And I think what the players appreciate is the team that gave them their first real shot to play significant minutes. That buy-in and urge to prove themselves a part of what makes their culture special.
Now, here's Oladipo. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Karis LeVert. McConnell kicks to Oladipo. Back to McConnell from past the arc. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Brooklyn leading by 4. Here's Chiozza. Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. To the middle. Turner passes to Oladipo. Turner. And Turner stays with him. Turner's got 8 points.
Miles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
Passes it to Chiozza. Looks for Thomas. Gets it to him. Now the feed to Allen. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Pacers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Oladipo. Warren kicks to Oladipo. Back to Warren. For the tie. Gets a hand on it, and Turner stays with it. Turner's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. The Pacers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Warren finds McConnell, and they pick up 2.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Now McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Turner passes to Brogdon. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Nets lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sport. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Tyler Johnson. Caruch is out there with Allen. Then it's Garrett Temple. And it's Luwawu in at the 3, the small forward. And Turner kicks to McConnell. 5 to shoot. Out to Turner. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Anderson's checked in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
You love guys that Tyler Johnson continues to work hard to get better. His teammates love playing with him. And can we remember this is an undrafted player?
Over the last few seasons, Tyler Johnson turning himself into one of the premier options off the bench.
Kevin, you could easily see this guy winning a Sixth Man of the Year award in the future. He's versatile in terms of where he can slot in offensively. He's always looking to score, and you need that kind of punch off the bench.
And Brooklyn has possession. A 2-point game. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Anderson. Swiped it away. Here's Holiday. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. And the Nets with possession here. It's Anderson with the drive. And Anderson slams it in.
I'll tell you, we talk about Anderson's ability to drive the basketball. And defensively, you can't let him get that close.
Sumner passes to Turner. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Sumner. Inside. Deflects the pass. Here's Bitadze. Anderson with the block.
How easily does this young man get off the floor? Anderson sends it back with postage.
Temple can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Karuch. Plenty of space. Again, the Nets for two.
Well, terrific job by Tyler Johnson to do exactly what they want him to do. Find his open teammates.
Holiday looking over the floor. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Right wing. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. To tie it up. And he hits it to tie the game up. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
Well, Doug McDermott, a high IQ basketball player, understands when his teammates are open how to find them.
Here's Temple. No good that time. So Indiana will take it the other way. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Plays it in off the breakaway.
And you might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did that ever work out.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to McDermott. Here's Turner. A beautiful reverse layup. Turner's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Wow, Miles Turner understanding it's my time because it's big time.
Here's Karuch. That one doesn't drop. Good work defensively by Turner. Oh, and they take the lead. And the Pacers lead by 2.
You want the answer, can Miles Turner make tough shots in big moments? That's a definitive yes.
Here's Temple. No good that time. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Holiday attacking. Got a hand on it. Here's Temple. Yes!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. It's in! Huge bucket.
I think the roof's about to come off this place.
To the paint. Now here is Holiday. Good!
I I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Pass to Karuch. 9 feet out. The putback. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Has the ability to score against size, and those were crucial.
Feeds it to Turner. It's in!
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Luwabu's shot is off. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. Probably a little close. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. benefits to the stick, resulting in unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements in shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
We're the land of the free and the whole.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and it's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Look at Indiana. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, there's the Pistons. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And checking out Detroit, this has been a season I'm sure they'd like to forget. And luckily, they'll be able to do that soon enough.
You know, maybe they'd like to forget it, but there are lessons to take from it as well. I mean, the mistakes they've made this year can't be repeated if they want to get a taste of the postseason anytime soon.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And for the Pistons, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, the one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
Turner passes to Brogdon. Indiana moving it around. Passes it to Oladipo. Clock is at 3. That shot, no good. The Pistons go the other way with it, coming off that loss against Philadelphia. Here's Kennard. They get it back. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Warren, the pass to Brogdon. Lays it up and banks it in.
Brogdon, so strong and so composed, does an excellent job of playing through physical defense.
Here's Kennard. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. And he makes that one. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Brogdon kicks to Turner. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Here's Rose. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. And that ties it up.
I really love when Rose goes hard like this, guys. I mean, still, even after the injuries, showing no fear.
Oh, Griffin in position. Pass to Rose. Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. From down in the low post, it goes.
Love how Brogdon runs when the break is on, determined to beat everybody down the floor.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. T.J. Warren picks one up. And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. It makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
Great open look there. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Mikhailuk. Now here's Maker. Tight defense on him. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Brown, he's checked in for the Pistons.
The skill set package that Maker has is intriguing. A long, lanky, big guy who can shoot it and rebound. I think he just needs to focus on being more consistent.
Sampson's shot is off. The Pistons have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here's Mikhailuk. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. McDermott passes to McConnell. Stolen by Doumbouya. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Mikhailuk. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Bitadze. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. A different look here for Detroit. Henson comes in for Maker. And it's Jordan McRae in for Langston Galloway. Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Pacers. Brown wide open. He fires. They get the rebound.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Pacers trail by 3. There's the pass to Bitadze. Over Doumbouya. Bitadze can't hit.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Now, Doumbouya. Just 3 on the clock. And Detroit again with the bucket. And that does it for the first quarter. Pistons lead by 5. And the second quarter will... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Doug McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the center position. Right side Holiday. Second shot opportunity. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around it.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Luke passes to Doumbouya. Mark, you ever think we'll see a player coach in the NBA again?
I don't think so, Kevin. The role is just so demanding. You know, it requires so much, and there's so much scrutiny now. I don't think you can effectively play and coach in this day and age. No, I don't think you'll see it happen.
Last one we saw was Dave Collins back in the late 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. And that's a long time ago, man.
With the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
Passes it to Sumner. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is buried. Sumner's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Henson, and slam dunk by Henson.
Yeah, and Henson is an athletic big guy who knows how to punch it home.
Pacers trail by 8. Sumner passes to Bitadze. Count it.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Basket counts. Rose has got his second bucket.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Detroit making a switch. Snell's checked in. And Indiana with a change here, too. Holiday's checked in. Oladipo for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Woods got his 4th rebound in this one.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Oladipo finds Warren. Up it goes, and the Piston lead is cut back down to 7. The bucket there from Oladipo.
Yeah, he's proven to be more than just a jump shooter now. Oladipo also has the touch needed to score inside.
Here's Wood. Boom, he jams it straight down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Brogdon kicks to Warren. 5 on the clock. From deep. And it's Oladipo again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now the tremendous work ethic of Victor Oladipo helping him return from that knee injury.
And, you know, it hasn't been easy. Anytime you come back from that kind of injury, a lot of work goes into that. Not only physically is it a challenge, it's a challenge mentally, too. But his positive outlook, his attitude and work ethic, serving him well in getting back.
Mark, you were talking about the unicorns. Miles Turner in that category as a shot blocker who can space the floor. I don't think he's got a ceiling. What about you?
I think his ceiling is really high, Kevin. He's still young, which always bodes well for somebody with his work ethic and skill set. I think he can be an all-star player. Franchise player, those are few and far between. I'm not sure if he can get to that level, but all-star certainly within his reach.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Holiday. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And Oladipo with the lay-in. Good. Oladipo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, Oladipo has tremendous athleticism, and with his effort on the offensive glass, he keeps possessions alive for his team.
41 seconds left to play in the first half. Galloway. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one, and probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Here's Oladipo. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And it's 8 points for Victor Oladipo.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Snell kicks to Rose. Galloway, the pass to Griffin. Left side Rose. Over McConnell. No good on the last second attempt there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Their field goal percentage was a rope. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Derrick Rose is out there with Kennard, and it's Wood in at the 5, down low. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half.
Yeah, you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
Here's Kennard. Nice touch on the bank shot. Kennard's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
On the wing, Holiday. Brogdon kicks to Oladipo. At the elbow, it's Warren. The shot. Oladipo misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Rose, that's good.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here is Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. A wide open look here for Oladipo. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Boy, I tell you, the improvement of Oladipo's jump shot, love the way it's looking right now.
Kennard, the pass to Rose. Back to Kennard. Pass to Wood. Pass to Griffin. Over Holiday. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And it's Warren with the ball for Indiana. It's a 5-point game. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
When you talk about outstanding athletes in the NBA, Victor Oladipo is on that list. Even if he's only 90%, this guy is explosive, actually more explosive than most.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. And you think about trying to come back from that big knee injury, a lot riding on Oladipo's recovery.
Well, a big part of his recovery and coming back effectively is sports medicine has come a long, long way, Kevin. He won the 2018 Most Improved Award. They stopped doing the Comeback Player of the Year, but you know, he's looking for that kind of return this season. Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Now the pass to Doumbouya. Holiday attacking. Here's Sumner. And the shot is long. Pistons leading by 3. McRae passes to Brown. And there's Doumbouya on the assist by Brown. And that's now 6 points for Sekou Doumbouya. Pacers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Oladipo for 3. They grab their own miss, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Brown with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Henson the pass to McRae. Shot clock at 3. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. Nice D from Oladipo. Pacers trail by 3. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
You know, guys, this is not the first time we've seen Oladipo go off. I mean, he's a score first guard and very aggressive.
The Pistons working the ball around now. And there's the bucket from McRae. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Oladipo taking his time here. McDermott. Doumbouya pulls it in.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Here's Mikhailuk. Guarded by Oladipo. Here's Doumbouya. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Detroit leading by 5. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Bitadze. He has 6. It's rebounded by McRae. Here's Doumbouya. And the miss. The third quarter comes to a close. Pistons lead by 5. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
We got to get back and play with this insurgent. Pass goes. We got to move with the pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Malcolm Brogdon out there with T.J. McConnell. And it's Sampson in at the 3, the small forward. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Detroit.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Galloway dishes to Griffin. Pass to Maker. Outside for Griffin. Trying his luck from deep. Pistons keep it alive.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pacers trail by 3. Brogdon outside. Here's Sampson. Wow, way off on that one. And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Warren, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
That shot off, and Indiana will go the other way with it. Here's Sampson. Here's Turner, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Thon Maker's checked in for Griffin, and Dumboya subbed in for Tony Snell. Maker misses.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And here's Brogdon from the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Dumboya's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Stolen by Brogdon. Outside Turner. Shoots from the block. And once again off the mark by Indiana. The Pistons trailing. Has to make it. Count it. Good.
Aggressively taking it to the rack. Maker, it's tough to stop somebody of his size from getting to the rim.
Here's Brogdon. McDermott, no one around him. And once again off the mark by Indiana. For Detroit, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Pass to Maker. Back to Rose. The pass to Maker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, at 7'1", Maker is very hard to cover, and he uses his size to draw fouls.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. The Pacers making a change here. Oladipo's checked in. And he does get the second one. And that will put them up by 2.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position.
at the top of the key, Turner. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Turner's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Evolving as a leader right before our eyes. It's important that Turner continue to prove he can score in big moments.
Oladipo goes in. He can't get that one.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The kick out to Rose. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there. And that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Blake Griffin comes in for Thon Maker. And Tony Snell subbed in for Doumbouya. Stolen by Rose. Now here's Griffin. He kicks it to Snell. Passes to Kennard. Rose with the ball. Ogden picks him up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rose goes in. It drops.
Boy, right now it's really tough to stop Rose.
What is on the line here?
Crowd is so focused.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Turner. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Down low, Wood. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. T.J. Warren picks one up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And so both free throws are good. It's a 3-point game.
That last free throw is critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 3. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Sekou Doumbouya.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, you need the 3 here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible. Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
You don't want to force it, though. Still need to get a quality look.
And so it's the Pistons who come out on top here. That was a fun night of basketball. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right here.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
The energy is It's the NBA on as we approach the playoffs. Let's see how the East is shaping up. You look at the Nets. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Pistons, down 5 spots from them.
And right now for the Nets, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
Yeah, they're kind of in that caught in the middle type group. You know what I mean? You wonder if they need a personnel change to get over the hump.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Wood out there with Griffin. And it's Rose in at point. And looking at the Nets, they've got Thomas. He's out there with Harris. Allen is out there with LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the 1 spot. So it's Brooklyn now, following the miss by Griffin. And it's LeVert missing.
Well, Kev, you know I always appreciate when a big man can create for others. Blake Griffin, he's one of the best in the game in that regard. Such a fantastic passer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Chiozza. 11 points for him in that last game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Chris, you almost forget just how big Griffin is because of how smoothly he can facilitate for others.
Yeah, Kevin, and I hate when people say he's a good passer for a big man. I mean, what type of caveat is that? He's just a good passer. He has great vision, superb timing, and that's why he's always been near the top in assists for bigs.
4 on the clock. That misses off the backboard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the Nets with possession. On the way, Harris. Let's keep it alive. Oh, good on that one. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Wood. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hand.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Rose dishes to Griffin. Now here's Rose. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
You don't put up numbers like Griffin unless you can finish through the contact inside.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. It's a 5-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. Pass to Harris. Shoots. A putback, and it's Griffin with the rebound. Pistons have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Rose passes to Griffin. And oh, he jams it right over Jared Allen. Wow!
And when Griffin takes flight, it's a sight to see. Some of the dunks he pulls are just insane.
And a coach that players love is Dwayne Casey. Very vet-friendly, sticks up for his guys in every post-game interview.
Yeah, Casey is very measured in his approach. He can be a bit slow to change at times, but his players appreciate the consistency.
Trains the three-pointer.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Rose. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Kennard. Again, the Pistons score.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now here's LeVert. Not a lot of room. Thomas passes to Chiozza. Back to Thomas. Passes it to Allen. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Allen's got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Thomas with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Thomas gets the bucket.
That's not who they want guarding him. I mean, the size mismatch is just too big. All he has to do is just keep attacking the rim.
Kennard, the pass to Rose. Griffin kicks to Rose. Thomas against Griffin. Back to Rose. Got a piece of it. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Allen passes to Thomas. Offensive rebound. Outside Griffin. The pass to Kennard. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Now, the aggression that Griffin plays with, I mean, that's what sets him apart, whether he's attacking the basket or getting after it on the offensive glass like he does right here.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the court for the Pistons, we've got Brown. Doumbouya is out there with Maker, and it's Galloway in at point guard. There's Galloway. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me?
I got
60
it.
points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a
He's
misprint,
sick.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report. Thank you so much.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. To the middle. It's deflected. In transition, here come the Nets. And Temple kicks to Crawford. Rebounded by Maker.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Pistons passing it around. Galloway with the bucket.
A dependable shooter from outside the arc. You can tell Galloway really believes in his three ball.
Crawford dishes to Johnson. Pass to Caruth. Clock at 6. Johnson can't hit.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded. And Chris, just how special was it to play for Detroit in your career? What relationship does this team have with their fans?
Yeah, it was so special. I mean, being able to go home to the house that I grew up in, or to where my parents lived, and be able to go to the Pistons practice and to be part of it, to put on that jersey. It was so special, man. This team is a mainstay of the city. I mean, you feel like you can lift up the whole city when you play for the Pistons. It was such a special part of my career.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
Caruth. It's good on the putback. Caruth just got his first basket.
I love his work ethic, not to mention his hands. You need both to convert those tip-ins.
Brown kicks to Galloway. From deep three-point range, another three for Detroit.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Luwawu, the pass to Caruth. Off the left rim and out. And here are the Pistons now. They're on a 14-4 run right now. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pistons lead by 16.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And here's Johnson outside. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Maker, and Detroit again with the bucket.
This is the touch Maker possesses, a big man who knows he can sink these shots.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 16. Temple can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone 8 of 9 in the second quarter. Very nearly perfect from the field. Mykhailiuk can't get it to go.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
There's Crawford with the three. Rebounded by Maker. Maker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Mikhailuk. Brooklyn with the rebound.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here's Temple with the putback. And so it's the Detroit Pistons. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Right out of the gates, it was Detroit setting the tone. They didn't wait long to put together a 9.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All filled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Nets. Thomas is out there with Allen. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Chiozza in at the point guard position. Here's Snell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 to shoot. From deep. And no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. LeVert in the corner. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. LeVert's got 6.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Rose goes in. It's good. And the Pistons lead by 13.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
LeVert the pass to Allen. Back to LeVert. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris outside. And here's LeVert. He's got 6, and again it's Brooklyn converting.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Kennard kicks to Wood. Pass to Snell. Over to the left wing. Kennard. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. He has 7.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Outside Thomas. Passes it to Chiozza. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve and try to do enough and see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that, but I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
Now, here's Thomas. Tries again. Rebound by Rose. Detroit leading by 8. And Griffin scores. The assist by Rose. Rose has got 4 assists in the game.
And the quickness of Griffin is so impressive. When the break is on, he uses it to burn the defense.
Harris, no good. Detroit's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Stolen by Allen. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Back to Harris. to the inside. It's tipped. Yep, it goes, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Allen.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Now here's Henson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Kennard, and the 3 ball is good. And the Pistons lead by 11.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
LeVert with it. He's got 8. Lets it go with a 3. Connects from three-point range. LeVert's got 11 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
In transition, here come the Nets. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. That one a little long. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. At one point, they led by 16. And the pass to McCray. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Nets trail by 10. LeVert from outside. Allen. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Henson. Here's McCray. From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons holding up. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. They've got Kennard. Brandon Knight is out there with McCray. Then there's Griffin, and it's Henson in at the 5 down low.
Wow, look at the coordination, the strength. I mean, Griffin possesses. Taking the punishment like a champ and still finishing.
Nets trail by 11. Now Johnson. Pass to Hall. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Henson. Kept alive. The kick out to Anderson. Drains it from beyond the arc. Anderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in 2nd and 3rd opportunities.
Here's Karuch. Passes it to Crawford. Launches it. And the Nets, another 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Detroit leading by 5. McCray passes to Griffin. Back to Knight. Here's Kennard. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Well, it's a matter of pride and a matter of each side trying to seize control of this game right now.
Now here's Johnson. Back to Anderson. And there's the pass to Johnson. Here's the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now Crawford. Brandon Knight missing on the 3. And he comes up with the deuce.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
At the line for your Nets, Justin Anderson.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Anderson. The Pistons have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Thomas. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Here's Chiozza. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Chiozza's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets. Mikhailuk. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 6 assists here tonight.
And you love to see Rose operating as a playmaker first and foremost.
Now here's LeVert. Pass to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work. Offensive breakdown. They can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And the Pistons making a change here. Knights checked in.
As big a basket as that was, the free throw probably even bigger. Now you've got a 2-possession lead all of a sudden.
Here's Mikhailuk. Left side, Knight. Shoots over LeVert. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 20-7 run. 104 left in the fourth quarter. It's good from long range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Derrick Rose, accustomed to carrying a team offensively, taking and making big shots down the stretch. Nothing new to him.
Here's Chiozza. Pulls up on the wing. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Back to LeVert. Offensive rebound, Nets. And plenty of the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. We told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got it! And now they trail by just 4.
And that's smart basketball. Makers showing nice awareness there, spotting the open man.
Now here's LeVert. Defense is right there. And here's Harris from the arc. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow!
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, yeah, Greg, you see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
And so it's Brooklyn.